Imagine pulling up to the road you've driven every day for decades, only to find it barricaded by a shiny new gate, guarded by rent-a-cops who look at you like you're the criminal. That's the day my quiet life turned into a suburban nightmare, courtesy of a power-hungry HOA queen who thought her rulebook trumped actual law. And oh, the irony, she was about to learn that playing gatekeeper with someone else's heritage comes with a hefty price tag. My name's Jack Harlan, and at 58, I've seen my share of BS. Retired accountant, widower, part-time gardener in a sleepy corner of suburban Virginia, where the houses are cookie-cutter perfect and the lawns are mowed to military precision. But my little slice of heaven? It's the old family plot at the end of Willow Bend Lane. A modest 5-acre lot my grandpa bought in '52, complete with a creaky farmhouse and a gravel path that's been our lifeline since before these McMansions invaded like kudzu. Folks around here whisper about me sometimes, calling me the recluse or worse, after some old rumors got twisted. But I keep to myself, observe everything, and strike only when the iron's hot. Little did I know, the HOA's latest tyrant was about to hand me the hammer. It started innocently enough, or so it seemed. I'd been away for a weekend, helping my son fix up his place in Richmond. The drive back was a slog, traffic jams, a flat tire, the works. But as I crested the hill toward home, that familiar stretch of road gleamed under the afternoon sun. Except now it was sliced in half by a wrought iron monstrosity, complete with electronic locks and a sign screaming private property. HOA members only. Trespassers will be prosecuted. 2 guys in cheap polyester uniforms lounged against it, one scrolling his phone, the other picking his teeth. I rolled down my window, engine humming. What's this about? This road's my access. Been using it since I was a kid. The taller one, with a badge that looked like it came from a cereal box, sauntered over. Sir, this is now under Whisper Pine's HOA jurisdiction. You got a resident keycard. His tone was all faux politeness, like he was explaining gravity to a toddler. I chuckled inwardly. Oh, the audacity. Keycard? Buddy, I've got a deed older than your paycheck. This is an easement recorded way back in '85 when my grandpa sold off the front lots. It's legal, binding, and doesn't need your permission slip. He exchanged a glance with his buddy, who smirked. Well, sir, rules are rules. HOA says no pass, no entry. Take it up with the board. I could have argued, but I saw the camera winking from the gatepost. Fine. I reversed, took the long way around. A bumpy, pothole-riddled detour that added 10 miles and turned my quick errands into marathons. That night, as I microwaved dinner alone, I dug out the old filing cabinet. There it was, the yellow deed, crisp survey maps, and that ironclad easement clause. Perpetual right-of-way. It read, non-revocable. I sipped my coffee, smirking. These HOA clowns had no idea they just poked a bear who knew how to hibernate and plan. The next morning, I fired off an email to the HOA office, attaching scans of everything. Kindly remove the obstruction within 48 hours. I wrote, keeping it civil. Crickets. So I called. A perky voice answered. Whisper Pines HOA, how may I direct your call? I explained, calm as a cucumber. Hold please, she chirped, then came back. The president, Miss Karen Whitaker, is booked solid. Earliest meeting is next week. Next week? That's days of me hauling groceries over that godforsaken back road, dodging deer and flooding ditches. Any way to speed this up? It's my legal right. Sorry, sir. Policy is policy. Click. Policy. That word would become my nemesis, spat out like gospel by folks who treated bylaws like the 10 Commandments. When the meeting finally rolled around, I showed up at their glossy community center. Walls plastered with posters about community harmony and zero tolerance for disruptions. Karen Whitaker waited in the conference room, perched like a queen on her throne, manicured nails tapping a stack of papers. Mid-50s, pearl necklace, lipstick sharper than her tongue. Mr. Harlan, pleasure to meet you, she said, her smile all teeth, no warmth. We shook hands, hers cold and limp. I slid the deed copy across. This easement predates your whole development. Your gate's blocking it illegally. She barely glanced. Oh, I see. But you must understand. We've enhanced security for our residents' peace of mind. That old paper? Times change. Our attorneys say it's outdated. Outdated? I bit back a laugh. The law doesn't expire like milk, Ms. Whitaker. This runs with the land. She leaned back, crossing her arms. Legal mumbo-jumbo can be so tricky. In the meantime, why not apply for an associate membership? Just $400 a year and voila, access granted. No fuss. Pay to use my own road? The sheer gall made my blood simmer, but I kept cool. No thanks. I'll stick with what's already mine. Her eyes narrowed, that fake sympathy dripping. Suit yourself, but these disputes can drag on. And rumor has it your property's drawing developer eyes. If it's too much hassle. I stood. Not selling. Ever. As I left, I caught a guard snapping pics of my plates. Subtle as a sledgehammer. That exchange lit the fuse. Rumors started swirling. Neighbors whispering I was uncooperative, a threat to property values. Karen's emails to the community newsletter painted me as the grumpy holdout ruining their idyllic vibe, without naming names, of course. We must protect our standards from external disruptions. One read. External? My family's been here longer than their cul-de-sacs. I stayed silent, but started logging everything. Dates, quotes, even the trash that mysteriously appeared on my lawn. Soda cans, burger wrappers like some petty drive-by littering. One dawn, I found my mailbox stuffed with fake violation notices. Unkempt yard violates community aesthetics. My yard? It wasn't even in their jurisdiction. I photographed it all, cloud-backed. Hired a surveyor buddy, Tom Reyes, who confirmed, Jack, that gate's smack in your easement. They poured concrete on your rights. His report was gold, GPS pins, overlays showing their security upgrade as pure encroachment. Then the patrols kicked in. White SUVs idling at my fence. Drivers staring like I was public enemy number one. Just ensuring safety. One told me when I approached. From what? My tomato plants. He shrugged. Orders from above. Karen's doing, no doubt. Costs piled up. My plumber bailed on the detour route, citing insurance risks. Vet for my old dog? Too far now, sorry. Isolation by design. Squeezing me like a lemon. But here's where the dark humor creeps in. Karen's trit order obsession backfired hilariously. She sent a cease and desist via certified mail, accusing me of harassing surveillance for my own cameras. Remove them or face legal action. I nearly spat my coffee. They spy on me, but my defense is harassment. My lawyer, Elena Vargas, a no-nonsense shark from the city, laughed over the phone. Jack, this is comedy gold. They've admitted they know you're watching, and they're scared. The whispers turned to outright smears. At the grocery store, a neighbor averted eyes. Heard you're causing trouble, she muttered. Thanks to Karen's safety alerts. Vague letters about an adjacent resident with aggressive tendencies. Aggressive? Me who waves at every passerby. Helen from down the block pulled me aside at the gas pump. Jack, Karen spinning yarns at meetings. Says you're unstable, might snap. Most folks nod along. It's easier than rocking the boat. I nodded, filing it away. Appreciate the heads up. Inside, I seethed, but patience was my weapon. I ramped up. More cams, certified deed copies, even a title search showing 0 amendments. Karen's rules were paper tigers. Mine were etched in county stone. Things escalated when I tried the gate again. Politely, mind you. Still no, the guard barked. Ms. Whitaker says you're banned. Banned from my own path? I emailed her. This is interference. Remove or face suit. Her reply? A masterpiece of passive aggression. We prioritize community welfare over individual claims. Any forceful entry will be met with authorities. Forceful? Driving home is forceful now. The detours wore me down. Flat tires, doubled gas bills, a near miss with a washed-out bridge during a storm. 58 alone, what if I had a stroke? That gate added precious minutes to any 911 call. Karen knew it. It was her squeeze play. The trash incidents multiplied. Once with a note, clean up your act. Cute. I caught one on cam. A guard's SUV lingering suspiciously. Evidence stacked. Elena filed our suit. Trespass, interference, harassment. Karen countered with her own. Defamation and intimidation. Intimidation. From the guy documenting from his porch. The pretrial discovery was a riot. Her emails leaked. Make his life difficult. He'll sell eventually. To guards. If he approaches, report as threat. One even admitted in deposition, squirming. She said exaggerate if needed for the greater good. Greater good? The HOA's coffers, more like. Neighbors started cracking. Helen organized a whisper campaign. Karen's draining our dues on lawyers. Petitions flew, half the hood demanding audits. Karen's board meetings turned chaotic. This is about standards. She'd snap, voice cracking. Not some relic from the Stone Age. Relic? My easement funded their precious development. Her lawyers bailed midway. Irreconcilable differences. Translation. Our client's nuts. 2 board members quit. Can't support this madness. Karen doubled down, emailing threats. Settle or regret. Regret. The irony burned. The trial hit like a storm. Courthouse packed. Neighbors rubbernecking. Elena opened. This isn't about Gates. It's about abuse of power. She paraded evidence. Surveys, cams, those damning emails projected large. Do not let him through. Fabricate if you must. One read. Gasps rippled. Karen on the stand? A train wreck. Ms. Whitaker, did you instruct false reports? Elena pressed. I protected my community, she blustered, face flushing. From a man driving home? The jury, folks like us, tired of HOA nonsense, ate it up. Her lawyer fumbled. Objection. Leading. Overruled. Karen cracked. He threatened our way of life. Property values. Values? Her schemes tanked them. Cross-exam. Did bylaws allow solo spending on this farce? Silence. Ms. Whitaker? I had authority, she yelped. The judge's eyebrow raise said it all. Deliberation. 2 hours. Verdict. Liable. Damages. $52,000 actual. $175,000 punitive, plus fees. Total $290,000. Gate down, injunction permanent. Judge. This reeks of misconduct. Referring to DA. Karen froze, pearls clutched. Outside, reporters swarmed. Justice served, I said simply. Elena grinned. Understatement of the year. Post-trial, the fallout was poetic. Karen pled to reduce charges. Conspiracy, probation, fines, license yanked. Guards? Slapped wrists. One apologizing via letter. Boss made me. The HOA overhauled. New board audited her mess. Embezzled dues to Kin's firms. Lawsuits flew her way. Gate demolished. I installed a sign. Easement protected by law. Don't try it. Family visited. Son high-fiving. Dad. You slayed the dragon. Spring bloomed. Life normalized. A couple once stopped. Private road. Easement. I explained. Welcome, if legit. They drove on. Dust settling like old grudges. But here's the kicker. Was Karen the real villain? Or just a symptom of systems that let petty tyrants rule unchecked? Drop your take below. Who's truly at fault in these HOA horror shows?